Hey guys, long time no see. Sorry about that. Fuck it. You probably noticed there were no videos these days, and I'm sorry about that, but I needed some time to rethink the strategy here. So, what you're gonna see today is why there were no videos, and you will also see a little bit of how they're gonna look in the future, because we want to go for a way cooler format. So enjoy! These last couple of months were hard. Doing videos for Quick Fix was actually my great big dream to do, but actually, as it turned out in the last couple of months, it was just getting harder and harder and I couldn't keep up, and I actually stopped having fun. And that was the basis of Quick Fix, to have fun sharing knowledge with people all around the world. And that's really disappointing to me, that I took a hobby of mine that I really enjoyed in and turned it into a job, and I was not just not having fun, but I was also kind of bored, and a lot of times I was actually very stressed to produce as much videos and to create good content. And as you know, the more you try to create the good content when you don't feel very inspired, well, it's gonna be shit. Guys, I'm in the Museum of Political History of Russia in Petersburg, and well, I don't understand anything. I have plenty of stuff written everywhere, but very confusing so far, and I know quite a lot about Russia because I studied it, so So, I was not creating the content I wanted, which meant that I was judging myself based on what I was doing. And so, I was disappointed with myself, I didn't have fun, I was angry with myself, and at the same time I was also angry at other people. I saw all these vloggers and gamers, and they have a lot of fun doing videos. And I was jealous because I thought, man, they're having fun doing something that is totally, for me, a little snob, totally not having any value to it, while I'm doing something great, but at the same time I feel totally like I'm not doing anything good. And so this really made me think about what I'm doing to myself and to other people. I'm judging myself, but I'm also judging other people and what they're doing and how they are having fun. We entered the Soviet era, and this is where it's getting really interesting. So much propaganda and the songs. One slogan that they had was, there are only two parties, the Bolshevik party and the enemies of Bolsheviks. Choose which one you're gonna vote for. So, judging people based on their activities also means judging myself on these activities. But what it all means, I guess, which is very sad for me to admit, is that I'm actually jealous of these people. I'm jealous of people who just don't know what they're doing. They don't consider every action they do, what are going to be the consequences of every single action they do, of every single activity they participate in. They don't think of life in such close terms as I do. Maybe it's because they decided not to. Maybe it's because they don't know about it. But anyway, they're having more fun than I am. So I guess I'm doing something wrong. And you know, when I consider all of this that I just said, and I bring it back to making videos for you guys, it actually makes me realize that I'm just doing this content because I believe that education and knowledge is the best thing we can give to the world, that it's the best what we can give to other people, because the more people are educated, the better choices they can make in their life. if I didn't think what is the value of my videos, and if I didn't think what I want to achieve doing these videos, I would probably do completely different videos where I would actually enjoy what I'm doing, I would have more fun, but I would also I would be the example instead of just giving a lot of numbers and data and judgment to people. Today we went from not understanding how Russia works to really understanding why Russia is the way it is today because of its history, like all of us, I guess. And so, like every time when I judge other people, I try to bring it back to myself. What does this mean about me? Okay, I'm judging myself. Okay, but I'm judging other people. Why am I judging other people? What does this tell about me? Does it mean that if I'm jealous of people who are doing all these activities that I consider either immoral or stupid, does this mean that I'm jealous of them and that I actually want to do those things, that I want to go to Paris just to take a picture in front of Eiffel Tower? Okay, I already have it, but what's another one? Or does it really mean that I don't want to be eco-friendly, or that I do want to take a merry-go-round instead of considering that I'm going to give this money to Wikipedia, for example? And then I wonder, why do I even want that? Well, actually, I don't even wonder. I know why I think that. It's because I want to be free. I don't want to think about stuff, because the more stuff that I learn about the world, the more concerned I am, the more I think what I could do to change this. And so maybe I am kind of not jealous. I'm envious of those people who can do whatever the hell they want and not think about the consequences of their actions. It's because I also want to have fun. I also want to enjoy life. I also want to be free to be exactly who I am without judging myself and thinking that other people might judge me for acting foolish or whatever. Okay, we're done with the museum. Took quite some legs, and it's pretty hard to read all about the history, translate from Russian to English. So now we're off to one of the big monuments of Petersburg, Peter and Paul's fortress. So we're gonna see where the Russian Tsars are resting. So that should be fun. I don't know if all of them, but the majority. And so it's a lot of tourists. And so what I'm realizing is that being a tourist is taking quite some brain activity, and also some physical exhaustion is following it. So here we go. And then we get back to my values. You see, my value since I'm growing up and forever was that being intelligent, doing what is the right thing, being smart, being fair to other people, that's what we should do, and that's how the world would be a better place. I still agree with that, but maybe my value is a bit off if this means I'm not having the life I want. Man, look at these stones. They were very small. I guess I wouldn't be considered petite in that time. My values are wrong. Maybe what I consider to be good values and what I consider that are things that make a person a good person are actually wrong. Maybe actually my values are harming me, or kind of not allowing me to be who I am, to have fun and to enjoy the life at its fullest. Maybe it's actually my values that tell me that just intelligent content on YouTube is worth something, and that vlogs or gaming or whatever, that's like not worth anything because you don't learn from it. Maybe you actually can learn from vlogs, because I did learn a lot of stuff from just watching people do whatever, make pancakes on YouTube. I did learn from it. I didn't learn the same way, but I still learned something. So maybe just pouring a lot of data on top of people's brain is not the way to go. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't want to just do stupid content, but then again, is there stupid content? If people are who they are and are enjoying life, isn't this giving a lot of positive feelings, and it's giving you a lot of good mood and energy? Isn't that worth a lot, actually? Result, we came out. The quantity of gold is very impressive. The quantity of tourists, not so much. I mean, actually, the quantity of tourists is impressive. It's just not very human-friendly for me. People are touching and pushing you all the time. But it is very cool inside. Like, the Tsars and the Tsar's family are buried inside. So that's amazing. And now we are off. We're going to see St. Isaac Cathedral, which is one of the main stuff you have to see, like with a huge golden cupola. And we're also going to see the Savior on the Spilled Blood Church, which is kind of resembling the one on the Red Square in Moscow. Hop on, hop off bus often means running like insane, but we made it. Go back to the values I just told you about, and we all have many different values and beliefs and thoughts every day. Maybe these values that I have and these beliefs I have are actually not even mine. I mean, I know for sure some are not mine. We just get them from our parents, from our culture, from our surroundings. We are just kind of forced to accept them, because if we don't, well, very often we can even end up in prison. So let's say some values I got because I had to get these values, like try to be a good person, help other people, be smarter than other people in order to not cause them harm. And some values and beliefs I got by observing other people that were not even values that are gonna serve me later on in my life. And so many of these values, as we can see, if people can do YouTube videos and enjoy doing it, and I am stressed about it, well, to some people it serves, the values serve them and beliefs, and to me, obviously, they often don't serve me, because I'm not having fun doing it, and I am stressed and bored and kind of worried about how other people are gonna perceive my videos and myself. And here we are, guys. We arrived to St. Isaac Cathedral. Now we're first gonna go inside, and then we're gonna go on top. Here we go, another cathedral full of gold. Look at this. Just look at this. And let's not forget, all of this is covered with a golden cupola. Is it called cupola? You know how these days we are all about museums and going to see paintings and stuff? Well, you realize that women are either whores or they are virgins. And so behind me you have a virgin. And the rest of them, they cannot even cover their breasts. say that there is no good and bad. There is no right thing to do, there's no better thing to do, and there's nothing really good or bad. This also means that doing vlogs is just as valuable as doing educational content that I have been doing so far. But I might have more fun doing it. So you think it's worth a try to do vlogs? I think it is. Let's try it. Maybe there is something good, maybe there's nothing, maybe there's good and bad, maybe there isn't, but I think kind of the point of life is to have some fun, so let's have some fun. Here we go on top of the St. Isaac Cathedral, 262 steps, and it's 43 meters high. Da-da-da-da. The steps, I have to say, they're not high, so that's a good part. But there's still 262 of them. Guys, we made it. We are on top and look at the view. It was totally worth those couple of steps. Final thoughts? It's been a long day. Whew.